Never again bad reeds with this simple tool. Watch this video until the end to learn how to improve your reeds drastically and to never suffer with bad reeds ever again. What you need are only 3 things. First, a reed that is around 3 weeks to 2 months old and played well once, but doesn't anymore. Second, you need the Reed Geek. The Reed Geek is a tool you can find online. I will put a link in the description down below. And third of all, you will need a steady hand and a bit of practice, but I will teach you exactly how in this short tutorial today, how we can scrape off the bottom of the reed, not the top of the reed, but the bottom of the reed, to make the reed sound good again for another 2 or 3 weeks. First of all, let's unpack the Reed Geek together. This is what you will get if you purchase the Reed Geek. It's a very convenient little packaging. So it's small, it fits into every clarinet case. And once you open it, there's a little black pouch inside, and the little black pouch contains obviously the Reed Geek, which we will unpack right now. It's a convenient little pouch. Also everything quite high quality, and it unveils the Reed Geek, and it looks like this. It has a super sharp edge on each side, and this is basically all we're gonna need. We need these long sharp edges, and actually they are not sharp, so if I cut like this they will not hurt me, but once we scrape the reed in an angle with the sharp edge here, it will scrape off a tiny amount of wood, which is exactly what we need. Okay, and what we also have is a couple of other sides and other tools here, which we can use to manipulate the top of the reed. But this is not what we want in this video. We need only these 4 edges. Now, a little bit of reed theory. Okay, so if your reed gets wet in a rehearsal, you have to imagine a reed is getting produced and then stored, and then it's just dry. It has never seen water for months before you unpack it, unzip it, and put it in your mouth for the first time. This is the first time the reed sees water. Until then, the bottom of the reed is perfectly flat. Okay, so we are trying reeds, we're trying our pack of 10 reeds, and we find 2 concert reeds, and we sit there and play them for maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes until we store them away. Okay, and then suddenly after 2 or 3 days, we realize they don't play as well anymore as they used to play on the first day. But how can this be? Okay, so that's where the word warping comes into play. Okay, a reed can warp in 2 different ways. Either the middle of the reed right here swells up, and then the reed doesn't lie perfectly flat on the table of the mouthpiece anymore, or the sides of the reed swell up, and then the middle of the reed doesn't have contact with the table of the mouthpiece anymore. But what we want is a perfectly flat reed. Okay, so we can't prevent the swelling. The warpage of the reed, and it's micro warpage, it's not a big amount, you can't see it with the eyes, but it happens. We need it perfectly flat. We can't have it warped. And what happens if we put it into contact with water, with our saliva for the first time? It starts to dry and get wet and dry and get wet and warp. Okay, so all we want to do with the Reed Geek is to flatten the bottom of the reed. Now, into the action. okay? We need one reed that was once good. You should usually find it in your clarinet case, and it should usually be a bit dirty on the front, okay? If you found this reed and identified this reed, perfect. This is your candidate for this video and for this experiment. Then we need the Reed Geek, okay? So I know since the reed once played well and then suddenly didn't anymore, it must be the bottom of the reed. So what do I do? I place the Reed Geek in a slight angle, maybe around 15 to 20% on the reed. I tilt the reed up gently, and then I let the Reed Geek with its own weight slide down the reed. And I don't apply any pressure. I just go down, down, down a couple times. And this will need a bit of a steady hand. So if you're nervous right before a concert, maybe you should have done it a day before. Okay. And then you go only until the middle, only until the surface contact with the table of the mouthpiece is finished. So we don't want to scrape the tip of the reed, only the part where the reed makes contact with the mouthpiece. Okay? And now we see here, even on the Reed Geek, how unevenly it took off parts of the reed, which means not that I didn't apply pressure unevenly, but that the reed was warped. So it took different amounts of wood from different places on the reed. And then don't take too much in the beginning, just take some. Try it again with the clarinet. It should already feel better and less resistant. Then scrape off again. Try it again with the clarinet. And do this until you're satisfied, and you will notice once you did it, once you did this trick and resurfaced the reed will play for a much longer time. And sometimes you can even have a wooden reed that will play with you every day for 2 months, 3 months, or even half a year. I had this case. But if I would have just thrown it away, it got bad, I need to throw it away, or even worse, burn it, then it wouldn't have been good. So I would have wasted a lot of reeds. If you want a Reed Geek, and if you think not wasting reeds is a good thing,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
check the link down below. There's a link from Thomann, which actually ships worldwide and quite fast. And I love Thomann and only buy from there. So I put a link in the description down below if you want to get it. And if you liked today's tip and you found it helpful and you could find any value out of it, it would be really cool if you would subscribe to the channel, give a like, and leave a comment. What's your relationship with reeds?